Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another competitive Naruto Connections battle. Welcome, everyone. How is everyone doing today? This thing has been connecting for a while. Yeah, it could not connect to session. That's probably a NAT type issue. Let me try host it. Yo, D4 Ade, Glenn, haven't seen you before. Welcome. When last have you and Poison played? Poof, it's probably been months. I actually don't remember when the last time we played was. Genuinely have no idea. Genuinely have no idea. Sonic, what's good? Shin, what's good? How you doing? Yo, E, just reply your comment in post E. Wait, pro, what do you mean? I have no idea what you're asking there. Just to tell you how much Evo is better, I'm getting on frame of delay. Oh, who are you facing? Fidel, we're not doing our open lobby. You can join like maybe in an hour and a half, but we're doing a competitive first to 10. So I'm going to be commentating over the two players that are battling today. That's Senpou and Sannin. You said it's faster than the fastest possible match on base. Yeah, Flaco has told me about it before, which is amazing. Hey Moto, what's up? How you doing? Members gang. Where would you rank Connections Mifune? I'd give him B tier. You can make him competitively viable if you're the best at using him within the game. But outside of that, I wouldn't recommend using him. But he's decent. His jutsu beats a lot of other jutsus. So he's not bad. But he's not as good as, the meta characters. Or even the characters outside the meta, like Kurenai. But we're just waiting for Sannin and Senpou to choose their characters. This is Senpou's first match on the channel, so we're excited to see him play. He's actually one of RJ's students, because RJ, he has multiple, man. He has a whole dojo. So one of RJ's students, I'm excited to see how he does on the world stage. Should be interesting. Also, if you want to get $5 off Japanese snack, so getting supported by Tokyo Treats, make sure you click the link that is pinned at the top of the stream. But if you want to support me for free, feel free to like the video. We've got 15 viewers and 2 likes, so let's make the math. So one question I asked on my community post, I think a lot of you have seen it already. What do you prefer playing, Naruto Storm 4 or Naruto Connection? So do let me know. A lot of people left a lot of interesting comments, to be honest. So shout out to TGT. He's the one that asked me to do the post, and I was like, yeah, sure. Sannin Slayer is the winner of the Bandai Storm 4 2016 tournament. Yes, you said Sannin is cooked. I can't lie. Or you think Senpo's got this? I don't know why Sannin's taking a while to pick his characters. But hey, here we go. Since I'm busy at work, I'm gonna have to rewind a lot. No problem, Sonic. He is really getting sponsored for literally talking in the background while people use jutsus. Yeah, and doing tutorials. But I do love Senpo's unique teams and their canon teams as well. That's one thing I like doing, picking unique teams that are outside of the meta and making sure they're canon as well. I just find those teams great. Grab to clear the support of the screen. I just find those teams the most fun to play. And he's using Scientific Ninja Tool Boruto, which is a slept-on support. He's actually really good. Tried to check his chakra dash with an air hit, but didn't quite work. Nice neutral control there, but didn't quite hit his mark. I don't know why he did the jutsu in the air. That was the wrong choice. Unlucky, got caught dodging. Hey, Zero, are you sure Senpou is going to be cooking? Because it looks like Sannin's adapted to his playstyle already. Reset opportunity here for Sannin Slayer. Oh, never mind, doesn't go for it. Just finishes the down combo. I don't blame him, confirming the damage that he can get. That Hidan support is really good as well. Nice dodge. Yeah, Hidan's going to come in, burn 2 subs. Oh, he could have picked him up with the carrying jutsu, but Naruto said, nah, G. Oh, the damage. The damage. Oh, I didn't know Karen had an infinite there. And to the grab finish. Oh wait, no, he's still alive. Sub-trapped. Hey, Zero, are you sure? You said I took it back? You mean you take it back? Hey, Sannin is cooking. But I think Senpou's adjusting to playing on the world stage. He's definitely capable of playing a lot better than this, but you know, playing on the world stage, sometimes it brings about some nerves. You're playing against, 30 people, or playing in front of 30 people, I should say. Like, so, it takes a while to adjust to playing in front of an audience, but once you've got that down, hey, you can cook. Just like Sannin is doing right now. This is such an interesting team. Karen, Hidan, and Ishiki. Very, very interesting. The Hidan and Karen make sense. You can really speed run and burn subs with both their jutsus. The Ishiki, I guess he just wants the best fireball in the game, which is fair enough. But I'm surprised he's using Karen as a main character. You don't see anyone do that. Nice dodge. You really don't see anyone use Karen as a main character. She's normally used as support. Oh, reset, forced him to sub, and he done covered him back with the body block into the counter, clears the Boruto support of the Scream, along with the Sasuke support with the grab, and that's game. Jeez Louise, man. Oh my goodness gracious me. Sannin, you didn't have to do him like that. Oh, jeez Louise, 1-0 to Sannin. Dominant performance. Oh my days. Jeez Louise. I can keep score for like 16 minutes. It doesn't have to be in bio class. Okay, no problem. Appreciate you. It's like an all-assist team. No, literally. Thoughts on Tekken, or did you abandon the game? Not gonna lie, I barely played Tekken 8. I think I played training mode and then gave my code. No. Actually, I've played Tekken 8 at like a launch event for the game. I think because I went with Biscuit in it. But Bandai sent me a code, but I just gave it away because I knew I wouldn't play the game. But I did enjoy it when I played it, but obviously Tekken has changed a lot from release. But from what I hear from the community, it's not in a good state. A lot of the changes that the community wanted, the developers did the opposite. So, yeah. It's not a game that I'd be getting into anytime soon. I'm going to be sticking with Storm Connections and then obviously Demon Slayer 2 as well. I'll try to play it competitively. Okay, didn't do it fast enough, so he got opportunity to sub. But great counter bait by Sannin. I thought he had a perfect there, but he actually doesn't. I think Senpou is still not playing in his actual playstyle. He's still finding his feet on the world stage, but Sannin, obviously, he's played on the stage before. He's played multiple times on Poison's channel, and I think this is the second time he's played on my channel. Looking very, very comfortable with this Karen team. Like, bro, he's actually just cooking. I can't lie. Okay. Senpou getting some damage on the scoreboard. We love to see it. Oh. Can he do something here? Oh, it actually connects. Nice conversion. Kind of made himself vulnerable by doing the ultimate jutsu, so I wouldn't recommend that conversion unless your opponent has no subs. But hey, man, he burned the sub, and he's actually getting a good lead here. Yeah, I wouldn't do that, Senpou. Not on a competitive. Okay, nice grab. Okay, locked him down with the kunai bag. You know, covered it with the Boruto support and got the grab finish. Nice one. Can he get 1 point on the scoreboard? All Sannin adapts. I feel like definitely Sannin has the advantage when it comes to momentum, aggression, and adapting. The kunai bag just denied that conversion. Guard break opportunity here for Sannin. Gets it. Oh, tried to go for the air hit juggle there to reset his combo. Didn't quite get it. Unfortunate. Doesn't get the punishment opportunity on the counter there. Senpou needs to adapt, man. Otherwise, he's just going to be giving all the momentum to Sannin. Nice tag into the conversion, into the ground combo. Tried to grab him to clear the support of the screen, but the grab missed. Great dodge by Senpou there. Sannin still has the advantage here, though. Into the grab. Oh, that 4-hit infinite is so useful for getting in that quick early damage. And then obviously, because it has a good stun, you get a grab opportunity in case they call their supports. If you guys didn't know, if you trigger a cutscene with your grab, ultimate jutsu, or jutsu, it goes into a cutscene, and it's a good way to avoid getting hit by your opponent's supports. The more you know. But yeah, Sannin's got this, man. See, he's just got the superior adaptation. Nice counter there by Senpou. But yeah, he's got the superior aggression, adaptation, and he's playing a lot more comfortable than Senpou is. And he done just said, relax, no 1% comeback. Made 10 ults just to get it and still bought it. Wait, Zero, what happened? You never dropped the 10 JJK code? Hey, Zero, if you send me your PSN, since you're a member, if you send me your PSN, I'll send it to you directly, yeah? Since you brought it up, because I've literally got it sitting on my laptop. So message me on PSN, E_B163, and I'll just send it to you directly. Thank you for supporting. This is what you get for supporting and being consistent. Free JJK code. You sound tired. Are you okay? Oh, no, I'm just relaxed. But I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? Ooh, almost grabbed him out the chakra dash. That would have been nasty. Caught him lacking with the guard break. Combo win into the Sasuke combo with the Boruto to support into the neutral combo finish. We love to see it. You said I play on laptop? What, you play connections on your laptop? Oh, nice armoring through the kunai bag. Yeah, that Ishiki support is so good. Best power when it came. Great utility because you can call it in the air. And Sannin just claims that second match 2-0. That's disgusting. Yeah, are you ready for Outcast, the hidden ones? What is that, Moto? I appreciate that, haha, but I bought the game. I got like 500 hours in it. I think I overstayed my welcome with it. Oh, fairs. Who's your main? What is the meta team? There's multiple meta teams and multiple meta supports. But one meta team, for example, is let's say PTS Naruto, Sage Kabuto, and Karen. That would be considered the meta team. But there's multiple meta teams, RC, and multiple meta supports. When do you think you're gonna quit Nurture Storm Connections? Good question. I'll probably focus on Demon Slayer when Demon Slayer 2 comes out, but I don't think I'll ever quit Connections so long as people are still willing to support the game competitively. I don't think I'll ever quit it. Because there's no arena fighter like it. Unless an arena fighter comes out and it's better than Connections, sure. Hey Ruli, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, my guy. Why Karen on point? I'm honestly not sure. She actually plays the support role better. I'm not really sure why he's playing on support. Sorry, on main. Maybe to flex. Hey, that grab setup was nasty, and I know Senpou didn't see that coming. Oh my days. Rule 1, never underestimate your opponent, literally. Connection support recharge time is crazy fast. Yeah, it's fast for certain supports. Some supports have a long recharge time, like Kagoromo or Ashura, and others have a fast recharge time, like Storm 2 Naruto. So it depends on what support you use. Storm 4 is less chaotic, which I personally like. You really feel like Storm 4 is less chaotic? Why do you say that? Hey Grush, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, my guy. He's gonna quit Storm Connections when he buys a PC and switch to Evo. True, that would make me quit Storm Connections as well, Loki, I can't lie. That would make me quit, yeah, you're right about that one. Hey Slayer, long time no see. I think I saw you in the last stream actually, you came through. But I hope you're having a good week. But I'm having a good day, thank you for asking. Sage Kabuto is the best support right now. I wouldn't say he's the best support, but he's the most used support. Because I don't think there's one definitive best support. Because you've got Hidan, you've got Sage Kabuto, you've got Adult Choji, you've got, PTS Choji, which are all good supports. You've got Mei, you've got, Asama, you've got Ashura, like, you know what I'm saying? Why switch teams when you're winning? I think some players just like to use multiple teams during a competitive set, and he can afford to do that because he's winning. So like we can't blame him because he's currently 2-0 up, even though he's losing the round now because he switched teams, or maybe Senpou's adapting. But yeah, we can't get at him too much because he's currently winning 2-0, so he can afford to switch teams and lose because it will still be like 2-1. But I get what you're saying, Shin. Mr. E and Asian will probably get one for him in Evo. Yeah, I feel like as well, because I will always have good connection with Sonic. No matter what game we play, whether it's Storm or even like Sonic Racing, we always have good connection. Like it always feels like offline when I play him. Hey, Crowns is a member for 14 months through gifted memberships. Wow. Hey, Crown, teach me, man. Kawaki Momoshiki is the best supports in my opinion. Kawaki is definitely one of the best defensive supports in the game, especially if you're a puppet player. 100% agree with you on that one. Momoshiki, no, but I definitely feel like he's an underrated support. Crowns, honestly, teach us. 14 months of free gifted memberships. Teach us, please. Please. He's got a gold kunai. I think he's only gotten the membership once, maybe. Oh my gosh. Hey, Hisoka, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a time. How you doing, bro? Jeez Louise. Crowns, have you been playing either? To be honest, yeah, what games have you been playing? Because I haven't seen you. So I don't actually know what games you've been playing. I'm good, bro. But good to see you in the stream. It's been a while, man. Hope your weekend was good. I'm so happy we get a bank holiday weekend this weekend. Ah. Okay. Slayer slowly coming back here with the red hat off. Wake up pressure. No, gonna maintain the neutral because he has no subs. Ah, beautiful grab by Senpou here. Could end it here. Is he gonna end it here? I'm not sure why he did the jutsu there. That wasn't the right move. He should have went for mash or grab. But Slayer could awaken here. Oh, gets the convert off the tag. Nope, Senpou gets the match 2-1 to Sannin. Senpou might be slowly adapting here. Hey RJ, how you doing? Welcome. He said, bruh. Crowns is a certified Evo hater. Why is he a hater? Nothing much E. Maybe I'll hop on that Demon Slayer too. Yeah, I definitely say try it out, especially if you see gameplay that you find entertaining. Yo, squad, how you doing? It's been a while since I caught a live, bro. Hope everything's well. Everything's blessed, bro. Recently just got, a sponsor from Tokyo Treats. But how you doing, man? Thank you for coming through. This was my fight on Friday. No point in doing that anymore. Oh, for real? My bad. I had no idea, RJ. This was literally spontaneous. I genuinely had no idea. I literally asked him today. But you could run the rematch, to be fair. But if you want to join me for commentary, RJ, feel free, let me know. I'm surprised Sannin is using Jugo. I don't really feel like he's that good. You can play him as Wayne due to his high combo damage, and then his grab damage in Awakening is ridiculous, especially if you pair him with Karen. I hope Sannin showcases that off. Lol, he comboed into the snake. That was nice. But honestly, it looks like Sannin's doing team suggestions at this rate. I can't lie. That's what it looks like, low-key. It's just like, you know what? What team am I feeling to pick today, man? What team do I feel like winning with? That Boruto support is like good, but it's so inconsistent. Sometimes the clones track really well, and sometimes they just don't. It's just inconsistent. Otherwise, I would actually use that Boruto. Oh, nice pickup. They even use Chakra. Sorry, boss. See, Senpou's got the skills to win, yeah. But I feel like a lot of his approach is unoptimal. So instead of going for wake-up pressure, he won't, basically. Like, he definitely has the capacity to win. But he's just not pulling out the skills that I've seen offline in this online setting, unfortunately. Nice. Nice card break set up there. And he won the round. Lovely stuff. Oh, Alex said, asked about your current PC. Did I check? No, I haven't yet, but I'll try check after the stream. Also, E, why are you doing my job, although you can do it now because I'm in bio? Oh, okay. My bad. I just woke up. Oh, okay, no worries. Senpou is a savage. Hey, Sal, how you doing? Why did you say Senpou is a savage? Sannin, if you're seeing this, play Adult Shino and Kurenai. Moto said, bet Sannin's doing team suggestions. Let me suggest one real quick. Oh my days. E, have you played The Last of Us? Of course, bro. It's my favorite third-person shooter just after Uncharted 4. I wish they did The Last of Us 2 online, but they cancelled it. It made me upset, man. Okay, it can never make me upset, but you know, I was disappointed. Sannin's dominating here, though. I'm just wondering why he picked Jugo of all characters, man. You watching the show? Nah, I haven't really put time aside to watch it. I watched the first season and I really, really, really enjoyed that. Some people are saying season 2 is really good. Some people are saying it's worse than the first season. But how are you finding it so far? Nice counter. That Shoji support is kind of underpicked, bro. It's so good. Yeah, Sannin should have this. Sannin should have this. Come on. A bit more pressure. There we go. One more dash. One more dash. Nice sub conversion. No, nice sub management there. And that's game. I finished Last of Us 1 and I finished Season 1 of Last of Us. I haven't played Last of Us 2 though. But the multiplayer, like me and RJ were dominating Last of Us in the multiplayer days, man. In factions, interrogation, oh my days, so fun. I'm the biggest Last of Us 2 glazer. I'm not happy with the direction of Season 2. A lot of parts are cut out and Ellie's made to be dumber, but there are some good parts, some in the middle are there. That makes sense. That's the general consensus I've heard. Yeah, no, I haven't played it. I haven't had the chance. Or, not that I haven't had the chance, I haven't gotten around to it, I would say. How did The Last of Us have multiplayer? It was basically the single player, yeah. And it was 4v4. But it's genuinely one of the best third-person shooters I've ever played. Like, RJ can tell you more about it as well, because me and him literally would go against up a team of 4 and it would just be us two, because the randoms are never good in shooting games. Ooh, potential comeback by Senpou here. Convert. You need to convert. You need to convert. Oh, I think you sold. I think you sold. I can't lie. I think you sold Loki. Nice switchback. I wouldn't have subbed that early if I was Sannin. Sannin could have sold with that sub management, that poor sub management that he did there. But it depends. Oh, using the jutsu to increase the distance between him and Senpou. He used it to travel. That was so smart. I can't lie. He's done. Oh no, he got a sub. How did he sub with no subs? Nah, he got lucky. No way. Senpou was about to win that. He got lucky. I can't believe that, man. No way he won that. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Does anyone want to keep score for me? I feel like Shattering Rain Jutsu should have a bigger hitbox after the flash. Who uses that jutsu again? Okay. I think he left instantly. He's sub buffered, as in subbing before the sub actually comes, so you can sub instantly. Oh, Scattering Range Jutsu should have a bigger hitbox after the flash. No, I don't think it needs a bigger hitbox, because in the anime it didn't have a hitbox with the flash. It was just visual noise, which is perfect. Like, if it had a hitbox, if the flash had a hitbox, it would be too OP, because it's already a sub trap and it has really good range. And causes, what's it called, slowdown. Hey, Emilio, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Nice chakra dash cancel, that was clean. Looks like Senpou's finally locking in. He tried to just sub and mash. It didn't work though. Is he using base Kawaki? Respect if he's using base Kawaki. Senpou is really using some unique teams. Delta is not worth picking in competitive though, in my opinion. Unless you're building a team around her to land the one shot, then it makes sense. Outside of that, her mash is probably the worst in the game. Her jutsu is just unreliable. Her laser's pretty good though. I can't lie, one of the best lasers in the game, but I still don't think she's worth picking competitively in my opinion. Like, that team's not giving him any mileage. When you do an action and you spam sub, okay, yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Yeah, she's good on either, but in connections, she's just absolute terrible. Like, I'm talking D tier character. Like, she's only not E because of the one shot. But in base, she's just so bad. Like, Sannin is just cooking for free. He's cooking for free, bro. Barbecuing even. Because that team just, I don't know why he did that. Sannin, as I was, sir. How did he, what? How did he get that counter off? That made no sense. Nice counter. Done. 4-1 to Sannin. Hey. This just might be a domination, man. Hey, Playco, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Wait, what happened? Both players just left. What happened? He said you're good. That's what we love to hear. Let me money match Sannin. Mino, you got. Well, Chris, you got money to put down for the money match? Let me invite them back. They got blue screen. Yeah. Let's wait for Sunny to come. So it's currently 4-1 to Sunny. Please do like the stream. We are on 36 viewers and 9 likes. So let's get that math in. You said, yo, E, talk about your sponsor. Sure, I can talk about my sponsor. So basically, the channel is getting supported by Tokyo Treats. So it's a popular Japanese snacks brand. So you know when you're watching anime and you're looking at the food, especially if you've watched Food Wars and you're like, yo, this food looks a bit too good. I want to dive in. Or you can now with $5 off with my pinned link at the top. I'll be doing a video of me like eating it and rating each snack out of 10 next week, because that's when they're gonna ship me my Japanese box. So look forward to that. It's gonna be very entertaining. You may or may not see my face in the video. We'll see. But if you want to support or try out Japanese snacks, they're very popular. You can click the link and get $5 off, and it's pinned at the top of the stream. But this man Slayer is really using Tamari, and it's working. That's a smart way to zone with her, to be fair, using the movement cancel technique. This man Sannin is really just doing random teams. I'm convinced at this point, bro. I can't lie. Nice counter. The startering is a bit brazy. I don't know why they gave Raikage's ultimate jutsu invincibility. Like, that just makes no sense to me. And you can use it to get out of, you know, guard pressure strings as well. So it's actually pretty useful, but who thought to do that? That's what I want to know. Nice counter into ultimate. Yeah. Long day, bro. It's a long day for Senpou. It's a long day for Senpou, bro. Long day. Appreciate you, Playco, for supporting my tweet on the sponsor. Thank you so much. When are you gonna get a feet cam? Grosh, who do you know that streams that has a feet cam, sir? Sannin is doing side missions? No, legit. It would be good if CyberConnect 2 allows the modders to port Naruto Storm even on PS5. Hey, do you know how many players would get back to Storm if you could play Evo on console. Oh my goodness gracious me. We'd instantly go back to the glory days of Storm 4. I would make sure of it. Oh my days, man. Oh, that'd be amazing. Nice guard break into the sub trap, but looks like Sannin's got this. That hitbox, bro. That vertical hitbox is ridiculous, but Sannin still got this. Oh wait, no, his subs came back. Oh wait, Senpou could. He done? Yeah, he done. He done clutched it for him again. Oh my days, that support is actually too good. I can't lie. You don't want anything to do with Storm 4 PS players. How come? I tried multiple times to get Evo. It's a lost cause for me. Have you asked Playco for help? I'm sure he can help you with getting it installed. It's 5-1 to Sannin, right? Yeah, it's 5-1. Sannin is just cooking. He's just cooking. He can't stop cooking. He can't stop cooking. Also, if you guys want me to do an open lobby after, let me know and we can run that. I'll probably lock it to EU. Then do NA. But let me know if that's something you want to see. Nice counter. Oh, the drop. Unlucky. I don't think that was his point though. I think it was because of the stuttering. I would be on Evo if it wasn't a Discord game. Not hating though. Ah, I hear you. You just want to be able to easily find people. I get you. They clearly have been ambitious on Storm Evolution. You're telling me not one member of CC2 not seen that gem. Maybe one day will hide them. I think CC2 has definitely seen Storm Evo 100%. That combo was nice though. By Senpou. Hey, he got around. Let's go. I think Moto said I would have to show you rather than tell you. All the Storm games are Discord games. I feel like Storm Connections isn't a Discord game yet. You can still find people just by searching online. But all the others, yeah, I agree with you, they're Discord games. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, Senpou's about to get another W. Jeez. Jeez. I think Taka Sasuke is low-key underrated. Great tracking Chidori, Amaterasu that teleports towards you, and the OTGs, but like we really don't see anyone play him. Underrated character, man. Very underrated character. How did the bombs not hit him? Unlucky air combo miss. Gonna start zoning. Sannin is probably having it. I feel like he's gonna win this game. Seems to have the advantage and the momentum. That speed pill is no joke. That he done again. Always clutching it for Sannin. Oh, that would have been a clean grab finish. Tried to go guard manipulation to combo, didn't quite get it, but still manages to win the match. I think that's 5-2. Yeah, it's 5-2. Bro, Stormfall's more active than Connections. Yeah, on Steam, but we don't know the console numbers. He should have just smashed and he done would have gotten hit. Yeah, facts. Takasasuke's hitbox is really good for that, to be honest. It's quite wide. I think Sannin got kicked. They really need to fix the lobbies, man. Stormfall's full of rage quitters. Yeah, fairs. I can agree with you on that one. It's not as bad as launch connections though, when everyone was rage quitting. The Urama guard pressure is bad in this storm, so now they can jump out of it. Nah, that's unique to Tsunade, but his guard pressure is good. That's just unique to Tsunade. Some characters you can just move out of guard pressure naturally. So Boruto, Kakazu, Sakon, and Tsunade are all characters that can do that. Not gonna lie, you've been out here playing Rev. Oh no, why? Why? Ugh. Zero, why would you do that to yourself? Is everything okay? Do we need to call anyone? If you said generations, then I'd understand. But hey, is anyone still playing Marvel Rivals? I try and watch that game competitively, but I just can't do it, man. There's something about the gameplay that just doesn't grab me. But if it's Last of Us now, I'm there. RJ, did you just say you still play Rev? Obviously, you use the Awakening mode, so it makes sense. The movement on that game is very fun. Hey, you got your request. He's playing Adult Shino. My prayers have been answered. Yeah, literally, Moto. He said, say no more, bro. I got you. Gear said he's about to get up to Diamond. So you enjoy the game, right? I'm assuming. You said you're not good with shooters in general. Well, how come? Honestly, I'm just rating for Sonic Racing Crossworlds, to be honest. I can't lie. Now, Sasuke is fast and has match priority. Which Sasuke? Chris. Black Ops, yeah. I mean, Black Ops, you only really need to play the zombie mode to enjoy that game. Unlucky. Jeez. Sannin trying to go for that 1% comeback. You would like Spider-Man? Yeah, Spider-Man looks sick. I've been watching like the #1 Spider-Man plays. Like, how's he webbing people out and throwing them off the cliff? That's too funny. Doesn't matter how much health you have, he'll just outmaneuver you and throw you off the cliff. That's hilarious. Him and the Human Torch look fun to play. But yeah, watching Spider-Man's gameplay is just hilarious. I can't lie. Like he just dips in and dips out, and then the person has died, and it's just like, bruh. Hey L3, I'm blessed, man. How you doing, my brother in Christ? Welcome. How's the training going? You'd also like Black Panther? Yeah, Black Panther looks cold, I can't lie. Wait, so RJ, who do you main? I don't think I've watched any game outside of Storm in my life. You should watch Street Fighter 4. That competitive gameplay is good. To this day, it's good. So my favorite fighters to watch for me personally are obviously Storm 4, Demon Slayer, the original, Street Fighter 4, and then Mortal Kombat X. Oh, that conversion was clean. That conversion was clean. I can't lie, that conversion was clean. If he got it, I would have been lit. Unlucky, he tried to jump over the firewall but got clipped. Sannin with the comeback though. Sannin with the comeback though. Snipe him. Sannin, snipe him with your paper tag. There you go. That might get him the win. Oh, yeah, you sold. Yeah, Sannin, you sold. 7, Tekken 7 Evo was peak. Oh, 100%. Tekken 7 is also very entertaining to play, but I can only watch it when certain players are playing. I can't watch just anyone play, because then it's a whole lot of like Korean dash just constantly, and I get bored. Playing against the Spider-Man is my least favorite existence. I can imagine. Oh my bad. I can imagine. I can imagine. Don't forget Third Strike. See, I rate Third Strike, but I don't find it that entertaining to watch. Like obviously Evo Moment 37 is lit, but I try to watch competitive gameplay, and it just doesn't get me, you know. Oh, Margin is amazing. His aggression is so entertaining to watch. Oh, and I love watching his ranked matches as well, where he's just cooking people. Oh my days, he's too good. He's too good, man. He's too good. So I'm trying to get a PC this month, Sonic. You already have a PC, right? 47 people watching and only 14 likes. If you haven't liked the stream already, please do like the stream, man. Oh, since November. Okay. So what have you been playing on your PC then, Sonic? Have either, but you can only play it on 30. Is it? How is it playing it on 30 though? Like, is it calm? Yeah, that sub trap into grab was disgusting. Sannin, you need to relax. You need to relax. Oh my gosh. That was very disrespectful. That's disgusting. Oh, wait. Oh, gosh, you play on laptop. I thought Gears said you play on a laptop. Yeah, I tried to watch King of Fighters as well, Gears, but like, I don't really know what's going on. I just don't know what's going on, low key. I just don't know what's going on. I can't lie. You can also use this app called PX to play your PlayStation remotely, so there's that too. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, King of Fighters, I just don't know what's going on. Can't lie. Nice counter. Countered before he even dashed. Read him like a book in the library. Oh, could have ended the game there. Nice guard break into... Oh, whoa. I didn't know you could cancel into his grab that quickly from the jutsu. Wow. Yeah, it's weird because I've watched faster gears and kept up with it, but King of Fighters, I think, because I'm unfamiliar with the characters and the moves, and in that game sometimes it has a lot of visual effects. I'm just like, what is even going on? Like, just that's genuinely how I feel. JoJo's All-Star Battle Arts were also very entertaining to watch competitively as well. If you guys haven't watched it, very entertaining to watch. But you just need to watch offline gameplay, don't watch online gameplay. Was it actually zero lag, Sonic? What kind of internet speed you got? How come he was banned? Using my mobile hotspot on my iPhone. Okay. Wait, what provider are you with? Sometimes the hotspots can be really good though. I'm assuming you've got unlimited. Yeah, that's nice. You said you got 34 hours already. You said I'm enjoying this. Yeah, Senpou's got this. Oh, he was super broken. Makes sense. Nice grab to avoid the fireball. Possible comeback potential for Sannin here if he plays his cards right. Reset opportunity. Got the guard break. Love that. Smart. Spirit Bomb Rasengan. No way he makes the 1% comeback. You're a liar. Oh my goodness, he did it. Pooh. What a clutch. I even played Evo at work far away from home. The connection wasn't perfect, but it was playable. Oh, okay, I get you. Just give me Sonic Racing Transform, that's all I want. Are any of you gonna be playing the latest Mario Kart that's coming out for Switch? Yeah, you'd never attempt it without unlimited data. Yeah, that makes sense. I pre-ordered the Switch 2 with Mario Kart. Sonic, do you play like a lot of races? Or do you only play like a select few? I'll have to get the console bot, maybe. Makes sense. I think for me, I'm going to be sticking with Sonic Crossworlds, to be honest. But obviously, Mario Kart is a really good game, slash a really good racer. But I've always preferred, Sonic Racing Transforms or the Sonic Riders series, to be honest. Because they're my favorite. They're my favorite racers. Along with like Split Second and Blur. If any of you know the games I'm talking about. Have you played Sonic CTR? Are you talking about Crossworlds? When you say CTR, I don't know what you mean. Man, I know this is the first to 10, but I don't know about you, but I hate seeing the team comps Slayers rocking right now. Why, do you see like the supports too much, Koji? Not really, but I do enjoy races, but Gran Turismo seems boring. Yeah, I'm not a fan with like racing simulators, it's just not for me. You check out Screamer, it's an upcoming anime racing game. It might be peak, but I don't know much about it. Okay, I'll check it out. The only Crash Bandicoot game I played was Crash Bandicoot on the PS2. I played 1, 2, and 3, and then I didn't play the, what's it called, the racer though. Racing is probably one of my least explored genres. Not gonna lie, I don't blame you at all, but when you find a good racing game, it's so fun. Wait, did Sannin win that? No, he lost. Damn. So that's 5-3 to Senpou. You're not missing out. Most races are bland most races are bland, no innovation. Yeah. Like apart from Mario Kart, Sonic, I haven't really seen much races trying to innovate. Mario Kart Wii though, from what I saw, the gameplay was goated. I played it a couple times, but I never played it competitively. Not gonna lie, most of my racing hours have been on GTA Online. Not gonna lie, GTA Online racing is actually fun. People play it competitively as well, and watching it competitively with the right commentary is very enjoyable. Hey Niku, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, my guy. Need for Speed Most Wanted, where's that? Nah, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit on the PS2? Oh, too good. Nocturne knows how to do racing, I suppose. Yeah, they do. Racing and heists, that's what they're good at. They still need to improve the shooting, bro. It feels like we're still stuck in PS2 shooting. Like, they need to make it into a modern shooter that feels good. Because imagine if we had a modern shooting feeling and mechanics, like you wouldn't stop playing that game. But the shooting in GTA doesn't feel good at all. Burnout Paradise is an absolute classic of a racing game. Love it. They remastered it and added online, I think, for the Xbox. But I feel like with Sonic Racing Worlds, I really want to promote it as a fun racer, just so people give it a try. Because I feel like if people give it a genuine shot, they'll actually enjoy it. And it'll be like a nice switch up from fighting games. So like when you want to switch things up from Naruto or Demon Slayer, you can just come on Sonic Racing. So I wanna put it on the map, you know. Do you know God Hand PS2E? Nah, what's that about? Do you prefer Storm Connections or Storm 4? How different are them? I prefer Storm 4. So Storm 4 is more mechanically rich and has a higher skill ceiling, essentially. Nice, card manipulation. I didn't even see him do the unblockable jutsu because the Spirit Bomb Rasengan was in the way. Yeah, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit was too good, man. One of my favorite racing games back on the PS2. Especially playing as the police. Oh my days, too good. Is Sonic Racer still popular? I haven't heard or seen anyone play it since it came out. It was popular back on Sonic Riders, and it still is now, because there's a mod on PC where they made it online. But the most recent Sonic game that's popular now is Sonic Cross Worlds. So that game and Mario Kart are competing currently for sales, because it's priced at I think $40, and then obviously Mario is priced at like 80. But obviously Mario Kart will probably still outsell it because of the brand strength that Mario has, especially in the racing genre. But I think a lot of people will give Sonic Cross Worlds a chance because one, the game is really fun, two, it looks really good, and three, Mario Kart is overpriced currently. Dynasty Warriors, I never played this. No, actually, I've played the Dynasty Warriors series once, and it was fun, but it wasn't for me. But the Muso game that I enjoyed the most is the Pirate Warriors series. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 is my favorite. 2 is hands down my favorite, just because you can play two characters at once with the mechanics. 2 is my favorite. But 4 is technically the best because of how smooth it is. But Muso's, like, I tried to stream it, but it just didn't. A lot of people don't care to watch Muso's. And I don't blame them because it's not really that entertaining. Sonic Racing and Mario Kart crossover, that would be amazing. The amount of sales. But I don't think they would do it because Sega and Nintendo are like direct competitors. But then again, they do Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, so they can try that actually. It would sell so much. Like it would sell so much. I think Sannin won that. Yeah, he did. So 6-3 to Sannin. 6-3 Sannin. You said Dynasty Warriors Origins is hot. 100% the game worth it. I don't think I've seen it. I know the Link Dynasty Warriors game or the Link Muso game was sick. Oh, it's 7-5 for you. Wait, huh? When? When did it get to 7-5? Are you sure? I'm a Pirate Warriors 3 type guy. Actually felt like playing my boy Crocodile. I hear you. I just like Pirate Warriors 4 because it's smooth. It's smooth. You said you second Saras's take? Hey, we got 52 viewers. Let's go. I feel like Boruto is an underrated, or Boroshiki, sorry, is an underrated point character. He's definitely someone I feel like can be taken as a competitive. Whoa, the stuttering. Oh. Nice. Sarasa, what on earth are you talking about? Like, brother, surely you can go one day without moving suspect. If you had a better air combo, you would have jumped from A minus to S slash A plus. Are you talking about Boroshiki? This game again. Mark Guy, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Have you got beef with connections? You said this game again. But the way you said it was just, ugh. What do you feel like is wrong with his air combo, Alex? Because they fixed the rebound issue that it had previously. Nice sub trap. Unlucky, got sniped by Boruto. Getting sniped by your clone. Yeah, he's moving suspect, man. Nice reset. Senpou mastered the down combo reset. I love that. Sneaky air fireball there. Was that a reset? I think he might have dropped that combo but still got the ultimate. I feel like Boroshiki lacks in the combos too. Like it one set sense. I feel like yeah, people don't like how his combos feel. That's why they don't pick him. Yeah, I feel like Senpou's got this. Yeah. Yeah. So what, 7-6? You said Stormfall got trash for you, played it for too long, got sick of the meta. Yeah, that makes sense. And then you said Storm Connections is refreshing. Would the team I used with you be good and competitive? Kirin Sasuke, Boroshiki, and Sarada or Hashirama? Yeah, you can definitely make that team competitively viable. I'm doing fine, thanks, man. Connections just doesn't hit the same as Stormfall for me. The emphasis on assist meta, lesser switching, removed tilts, lower skill ceiling just doesn't make me like the game. Yeah, that's a fair point. I don't blame you, actually. That makes a lot of sense. Like, I feel like you feel like the game's overall less interesting as a game. You should have seen what he said in the Playco server. Oh, man. You said more guy with the lion energy. Now I fully get what he's saying. It makes sense. You cannot get away with that energy. I agree. Every game I'm good at is good, and every game I suck is bad. That's the casual mentality right there. If I'm not good at the game, it's bad. If I'm good at it, then it's good at it. If I'm the best at it, it's the best game ever. I think this is one of Sannin's main teams actually. Hence why he's quicking from the onset. Unlucky. Got sniped. Oh, that reset opportunity though. Oh no, Alex, ignore Sarasa, he's trolling you. He's trolling you. He's saying he never lost because he disconnected anytime he saw buffers. Oh my days. Hey, Senpou has been making a lot of comebacks, man. These rounds have been full of comebacks for Senpou. Damn. Said Sparking Zero came in overrated and became still within months. Not gonna lie, it had a lot going for it. The roster in particular, along with the Dragon Ball Z brand, very popular. It's not one of the most popular anime brands. The problem with the game was that it was unfinished and a lot of the mechanics had issues. You know, what was it called? Like the counter in the game was just dumb, and like, yeah, the game was just unpolished, basically unpolished and felt unfinished. I always disagree Connections has a lower skill ceiling. I think Stormfall's skill ceiling has a high skill floor and Connections, but skill ceiling I don't know about that one personally, unpopular opinion. Yeah, I agree with you. I definitely feel like Stormfall has a higher skill floor. So it's easier for you to get good at Connections than it is at Stormfall. But I would say it has a higher skill ceiling. I know why you say that, because of buffers. Buffers makes it easier for you to get certain wins because you don't have to learn fundamentals. You can rely on OP buffers. I get what you mean, but I still think overall it has a higher skill ceiling because you've got instant guard break setups, you've got kunai ninja moves, you've got utilization of chakra kunai. Obviously, you've got buffers, 3-hit buffers, jutsu buffers, 1-hit buffers, all of that. There's so many mechanics to masters, and there's so much more varied playstyles on Stormfall than Connections from what I can see. But yeah. But I get what you're saying, RJ. And then like the fact that Bleach players were comparing games, we can both coexist. Yeah, a lot of the thing with anime fans is that they want their game to be the best, so that's why they compare their game with other arena fighters. Buffers ruined S4? I disagree. Buffers as a mechanic didn't ruin S4. It's when buffers were paired with aggressive or OP jutsus. So the jutsus just needed to be balanced, or buffers just needed to cost chakra, then it would have been fine. Because no one was complaining about like PTS Sasuke buffer spam because his jutsu wasn't that good. So buffers as a mechanic didn't ruin Stormfall in my opinion. Buffers make the game more interesting, I agree. So many people I met in S4 that are considered strong that don't even know the game. Yeah, it's true. Because the buffer mechanic, once you master it, is so strong with certain characters that you don't need to learn the other aspects of the game. My dead game is better than your dead game. Oh well. Buffers make the game feel cheesy for me. Hate them. I only use 3 jutsu, 1 as the minimum. Yeah, I get what you mean, Sarasa. But I feel like it's not buffers, it's just it paired with certain jutsu. So S3 Madara, for example, Last Naruto. It's not cheesy with all the characters. I think buffers as a mechanic did. Do you feel like buffers as a mechanic ruined the game because it was free? If that's the reason, then I hear what you're saying, to be honest. Was buffering was optimal with characters like S3 Madara, who a terrible character became OP because of it. I wouldn't say Madara was terrible, because he still had his range, and then obviously his awakening. But yeah, I get what you mean, like, a lot of characters became OP due to their jutsu buffers. And with Madara, S3 particularly, there were very few counters. You had to use a jutsu that had priority over it. I mean, that's kind of it. Once it was active, you had to firm it. Double dashing couldn't even beat it. Buffers require setup unless you play Mickey Mouse Last Naruto. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Mickey Mouse Last Naruto does not require setup. S3 Madara, not really. You just have to be within range. Like, for example, like among the veterans, we all know S3 Madara is an easy pick because of the range of his buffer. Is Storm 3 competitive fun to watch? Not in my opinion, no. I would say with the S3 Madara setup, it's still quite easy to do. Hey Kage, how you doing, my G? Welcome. I like jutsu buffers, but that's because my attention span requires flashing lights and high speed aggression. I hear you. But in Storm 3, yeah, I much preferred playing the characters outside the meta because it was just more fun for me. Oh wait, Troll, yeah, no, I disagree with you. S3 Madara didn't require setup because you could zone people out just by using his jutsu buffer, his flame wall. And the only way you could beat it is by subbing or using a high priority jutsu like Infernal Fireball. Like, you know how people would play keep out with the flame wall? That doesn't require setup. You can just do it as soon as you wake up. You can use Shuriken to interrupt the buffer. Yeah, but that's character sensitive. For example, you're not interrupting the buffer with Shuriken if you play Iruka. You need characters with fast kunais, so Madara, Pain, who else has a fast kunai? You know, characters like that. You can't do that with everyone. That wasn't universal. You needed to have a fast kunai for that to work. Would anyone be down to sponsor me or Chris Zero versus the money match? Yeah, would anyone be down for that? Yeah, it's true. If you switch, the kunai won't hit the buffer. It's true. To be honest, I can watch Stormfall meta, but I would prefer Stormfall rules because Kage and Madara are flashy and my eyes are attracted to that. I get you. Oh, Yugito, yeah, Yugito. But people didn't even buffer with Yugito unless you're Geza. And he used Yugito to break your guard quickly, so switch dash into her mouse ball jutsu broke your guard instantly. But a lot of people would just tilt spam with her because it was free. Kaguya, why did they nerf you? Nah, Kaguya needed a nerf, bro. He needed that. Always said Stormfall is for tech heads and Connections is for more fundamental players. Interesting take. Now in S4 she was busted. You needed enough. But even like launch Connections, her ice stage was too much. She needed enough. And she had invincibility frames on a couple of her moveset. Yeah, like her design is definitely really good, Shin. I don't disagree with you on that one. I was referring to her like mechanically. I agree with partly with what RJ said, Troll. So like, Stormfall is for tech heads because it has more mechanics for you to use. Connections being a fundamental based game, I don't necessarily agree with that because you can just run the assist meta. So you don't even have to have good fundamentals because, your assist can cover you if your fundamentals aren't that good. Also, why did he bring out Kaguya? No idea, bro. I don't know, man. It didn't work. I don't know. But people beat their assists? Yeah, they do. They're definitely not unbeatable, but you don't need to fortify your fundamentals since the assist can cover you. For example, Hidan. Let's say your sub management is poor, pick Hidan. For example, in Stormfall, you couldn't just call your supports. It was a veteran level skill. You had to know what gap in your character's combo to use to call your supports. With connections, since supports have more armor, you can just call them whenever. But in Stormfall, like unless you were a veteran, yeah, you weren't calling your supports to get yourself out of a combo. So that's why even that higher skill Stormfall has a higher skill ceiling. Yeah, if the opponent is in blue dash, he don't loses. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree with that. Wait, who has 9? Sannin. S4 requires the fundamentals plus the tech, while Connections just has Storm normally fundamentals. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with Troll there, I can't lie. You can't be a complete bot and be good at connections, but it requires fewer things to master than Stormfall. Yeah, Troll, good take, I agree. Tilt does with support for free. Wait, say that again, RJ? I get what you're saying. Wolfman, how you doing? Welcome. Damn, I was late. It's all good, bro. We're having a debate about what do you prefer playing, Stormfall Connections? They need to give us Switch Tech back to revive the game. Switch Tech wouldn't work in Connections because you have a guard that is paper mache and jutsus do too much damage, so it would actually break the game. Yeah, RJ, you can join the party and then we can have a discussion about it if you want. Tilts were unbalanced, no way 60 would balance them. Tilts weren't unbalanced. It's only Yugito, people like Yugito's tilt that was unbalanced, but overall tilts weren't unbalanced. I already gave my opinion on the community post. Oh yeah, I agreed with your opinion though. Connection is a massive refreshment. It has more costumes and easier to get into. I agree. But story mode, man, didn't really play all of the Storm, but Stormfall story was amazing. I agree. Do you want to train after the game? Yeah, I'm down for that, Jet. We can definitely do that for sure. Yeah, the tilt was perfectly balanced if your name wasn't Yugito. Yo, Big Money Funds, how you doing? Welcome. I see you dominating the first attempts now. You're back on form. Yugito, Rennie, Sharingan, and Sasuke alone were basically free jutsu. I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. And then characters like Sugetsu and Karen had garbage tilts. I agree with you. But that's what I'm saying. Generally, tilts were balanced if the only problem characters were Yugito and Rennie, Sharingan, and Sasuke. And even Rennie, Sharingan, and Sasuke, you needed to know how to use it. It wasn't as free as Yugito's. Where like you can spam it and not know how to use it and it's doing work for you in terms of keep out. They could have made the tilt cost chakra, not gonna lie, just very minimal amount and it would have been better changed. 100% agree. Misty is planning to buy his PC this month, so I guess Evo Con. Wait, what do you mean, Alex, about the second part? I would rather they focus on making jutsus actually jutsu and not rework tilts. 100% agree with you, Sarasa. I can feel when they were tilt because they're not flashy. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Senpou with the perfect though. Hold on. Hold on. Man said he's juggling into grab consistently. He said, let me assert my dominance. I'm sorry, wasn't paying attention. And the fireball finish? Wait, how is Sannin still alive? You said I want that perfect. Perfect denied. Jeez Louise. Yeah, we were focusing on chatting. My bad. Zen, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Fun said, yes sir, getting back in our prime. Also, hope you've been good. Yeah, I've been good, bro. Just enjoying the Stormfall versus Connection discussion. Yeah, he could have. Yeah, I agree. He could have just did that UJ. I agree. What's going on? Did he give up? He just said, I didn't get the perfect, so let me give up. Hello, hello, hello.
Yo.
Yo, what's good? Chat, can you hear RJ clearly, or do you want me to like increase the volume?
I do not have the energy that I usually have because I'm just chill.
I hear you. They only care if it's an Uchiha. Are you talking about supporting Kage Sasuke? I'm so sad he isn't as good as I would have liked. Crystal clear, love that. 9-8 to Sunny. But yeah, I believe you had some opinions on what's better to play, Stormfall or
No, it's better to
Connection.
play. I think, just to get things clear, I think both games are as good as each other, just in different ways.
Mm.
I just prefer Connections, but
Mm.
I think both games are just as good as each other. I just think they offer different things. Just
Mm.
to put that out there.
Makes
I'm not
sense.
saying Stormfall is bad. I just think for me, I think Stormfall is more fun. If someone said to me, "Oh, I'm a casual player. I want to, get into a Storm game. What game would you think I would enjoy more?" I would say Stormfall because there's, like I said, like it's fun to press buttons, especially pressing buttons quick. Like in Stormfall, you feel like you're doing so much because you're constantly switching, you're constantly buffering, you're constantly doing stuff like all the time. Like just pressing, 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 pressing. That's why people feel like they're playing so quick and all these stuff is happening. So your dopamine is just going off like non-stop. Whereas Storm Connections is you're not always you don't have as many switches, you don't have buffering, you don't have all of that's what's going on, right? But for me, with Storm Connections, if someone said to me, I'm a competitive player, what game do you feel like is more like I should get into? I'm gonna say Storm Connections because I feel like Storm Connections is, for me at least, more interesting comparatively. For me, reason why I say that is because in Storm 4 you see the same 5 to 5 to 7 characters all the time. You know exactly what's gonna happen. If there's a 10 tails Madara, he's gonna awaken and he's gonna try and abuse that as much as possible. If you see a Storm 3 Madara, he's gonna try and buff his span as much as possible. Like, you kind of know what's gonna happen. In
Mm.
in Storm
Is
Connections,
it?
like I said, go on.
No, sorry, I was just watching the match and finding Rasengan for kind of nasty, but go on.
Oh, it's cool. Whereas I think in Storm Connections, why I say it's more fundamental based is because like like I said, take this thing with Hedon, right? They've buffed neutral game in Storm Connections and they've nerfed like the mashing game. Now, I'm not saying that you can't mash in Storm Connections. You can. It's just better in Stormfall, in my opinion,
I
for
feel like the
multiple
mashing
different
is
reasons.
buffed mainly because you can't tilt out of a mash.
Yeah, but that's more tilt. Like
Yeah, but that indirectly buffs the
look at what
mashing.
mashing. Look at what mashing does in Stormfall. Mashing does more damage to guard because Chakra Dash should do more to guard in this game, right? So mashing does more damage to guard. I think more characters can jail. No, more characters can jail in connections, but I think it's harder to do in connections.
I disagree with that one. I feel like
There are
God
so many
guard is
characters
weaker.
that float easier. We're gone.
No, I was just gonna say because guard is weaker, mashing is stronger on guard, and then obviously you have less counters to mash.
No,
Both make.
combos do less damage on guard in this game. I swear to God.
Ooh, troll
Do
said.
it.
Troll brought up a good point. You sub 1 millimeter behind your opponent. The guard is weaker and the support breaks guard faster. Yeah, with some characters you
Yeah,
literally
guard
sub.
is. I'm not saying guard isn't weaker in this game.
Mm.
I said I'm talking about mashing. I'm not talking about the guard.
So let's
And the guard being weaker in this game could simply make it harder to defend. It's harder to run away in this game than it is in Stormfall. Is and that is one of the reasons.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's harder to run away in this game because it's weak guard and lack of movement options. For example, kunai ninja move. But I do think mashing is buffed due to the weaker guard. You don't have tilt, so
But
there's
you
less
do less
counters.
damage but you do less damage on mash on guard.
Hold on.
If I do
I'll
a full,
I'll finish explaining my points and then you can bring your counter argument.
yeah, go on.
So one, like Troll said, guard is weaker. Another point that he raised is that when you sub literally 1 millimeter behind your opponent. I know that's not all characters, but some characters do it like Ishiki. Obviously, there's no tilt, so there's less counters towards someone mashing you as well. And then because there's more crumples, when you get hit by the mash, it's easier for your opponent to convert into damage because there's more crumple, so it gives you an easier time to convert as opposed to
Yeah,
Stormfall. So that's
but
I think all four reasons.
but look at the damage is what I'm trying to say. In this game, they want you to use your jutsus more. That's why I said they buffed jutsus. In this game, don't get me wrong, you have characters like the last Naruto and Sarada, their combos still hurt. But if I go to Stormfall and do so many other people's combos, look at the damage comparison. You're getting off so much more damage in Stormfall via mashing than you will get in Storm Connections unless you have a poison tag. Again, I'm not saying that there aren't higher damaging combos. There is still higher damaging combos and lower damaging combos in connections, i.e. the last Naruto does have a higher damaging combo. But again, look what you'll get in two combos. If I pick the last Naruto and I do his neutral combo into down combo, I take almost a green bar. I
What in
take almost
connection?
a whole no Storm 4.
Huh? Wait, say that again.
I said if I pick the last Naruto in Storm 4 and I do the neutral combo, Chakra Dash into down combo, I take almost all the green bar.
Are you sure we can test that?
100%.
I
I'll
don't
go on the
think
game.
so.
Bro, I promise you. Remember, that was the character I played a lot as well. And I also showed it on my channel too. I can't even do it because it's on my external hard drive. That was a character that I even put this on my channel when I was talking about maximum damage in Storm 4 as well. Because I said there's characters like the last Sasuke who has low combo damage,
Yeah.
right? But he's got high, he can hit his ultimate easier. Do you know what I mean? That's where his damage comes off the jutsus. He can throw a tag and a pill and then continue. When you have characters like Sarada and Lost Sasuke, they do equal that damage in two combos. Equal, not less. Equal that damage in two combos flat. Two. That's what I'm saying. In this game, where your damage comes out, so why I say neutral is buffed, is because jutsus are buffed. And because jutsu is buffed, and switching in terms of the amount of times you can switch is nerfed, that's why supports are buffed. Because remember, all supports are jutsus, right? So the fact that you can convert off of so much and more damage and all the rest of it is going to buff supports. In Storm 4, it was, yes, jutsus were still good, definitely not as good as connections, but it was the mashing. Look at what the meta was. It was either buffering or it was mashing, or it was jutsu switch. That was literally it. Look at Storm 4 how they play. What do? They mash. That's what they do. Look at connections how you play. What do? They spam jutsu. Why do you think? Yeah, that's why.
I see what you're saying. In terms of
Gosh, that's waffle, and you know it's true. Yeah, I know E is on your side, and E will tell you that's waffle.
wait, say that again.
Grosh said no top player mashes in store for.
Oh no, they mash bro. I can't lie, they do.
Grosh, E, like I said, you know E's on your side. That is waffle, bro. That is waffle if I ever heard it. Stormfort is a mash fest.
But mashing is stronger on connections though. And Troll brought up a good point. PTS Naruto, PTS Lee.
But that's why I said. But that's why I said there are still characters, certain characters that you can mash with. PTS Naruto, PTS Lee, right, are the two main offenders. Please tell me who else really on that caliber.
Neji.
Not that can't, because Hanzo can, Neji
But
can, but not on that
they're
caliber.
S-tier mashers though.
But
So you
my
can't
thing
say
is that on Storm 4, I can list off like 10 plus characters that have S tier mashing. Yeah,
okay,
S
go
tier
on.
mashing.
Go on.
Yugito, Neji,
Okay. Uh-huh.
Last Naruto, Sarada, Mei.
I wouldn't count Last Naruto in that, to be fair.
What?
That has the
Bro.
same tier. Because Neji and Yugito, the thing that makes them S tier, yeah, one, they're button locks. Two, they have phantom range.
No, and their hitbox. Come on,
Yeah.
you played me as Yugito all the time,
Yeah.
right? And you even said to me that Yugito's match is dumb.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
I'm
it
not
is dumb.
disagreeing. So
Okay,
I'm
you're
agreeing
saying-
with you with Yugito and Neji. The one that I disagree with you is Last Naruto.
How is Last Naruto's match bad?
I didn't say it was I didn't say it was bad. I said it's
Okay,
not
what are you
S-tier.
saying? Let me.
I'm saying it's not S tier. Yugito
Okay, so
and
how is
Neji,
it
100% S tier.
So how is it not S tier? I'm
Hold
asking.
on, hold
Genuine question.
Give me a second. Jet said, "Are you saying spamming is more effective than mashing?" Now, my main point is mashing is stronger in connections than Storm 4. That's the point. That's the point that I'm making.
So we're talking about mashing. I'm saying mashing is better in Storm 4. E is saying mashing is better in connections. That is what we're focusing on, not anything else. That's all we're talking about right now.
Okay, Trey brought up a good point that actually supports what you said. Neji, Yuto, Nagato, and Kakashi are all the horsemen of Mash. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. All S tier. Hashirama is
Yeah.
all true. Yeah. that's
Sarada,
fine.
Sarada.
Sarada's
Yeah, let's
Mash
take
isn't-
Hashirama. Hashirama is prime suspect, by the way. Hashirama's mash
Sarada
is
an S tier.
Sarada's S tier mash.
Nah,
What?
chat.
The
do you feel
second
like-
hit kunai, the damage output she gives, she's quick as well. Like, of course, that's all you do with Sarada. You mash. That's what you do. You
Chat,
mash
do you
from
feel like-
Sarada.
Do you feel like Sarada's Mash is S tier or?
100%. 100%. I think it is.
Fair.
Because think about it, bro. Like, she throws. What do you do with Sarada? You mash, and she enables you to be able to mash at a. You know, like not zero
Yeah.
range, but like a little bit far away, because that kunai is just gonna. It has more range than anything you get sent from you. So she's just gonna mash all the time.
Stanza Mash is also insane, but it's different. I agree. The first three hits.
Yeah,
are
Stanza is
insane.
kind of. It's more the kicks. Those
Yeah.
two kicks, bro. The hitbox. Yeah, crazy.
I wouldn't say Sarada has crazy, but the reason why, even though Storm 4 has more horsemen of Mash, the reason why it isn't as bad for me personally is because
Go on.
I can deal with it with tilts. I can deal with it with.
But you can
juice
deal with it with.
buffers.
But in this one,
I
you can deal with it with
with
supports.
with no. But listen to what I'm saying though.
Go
I've
on,
got
go on.
multiple counters. I've got tilts. I've got
Yeah.
buffers, and I've got chakra kunai as well. Especially if I'm using someone that has good stun on their chakra kunai. So that's three different counters already. In
You
connection,
said tilts. You said tilts. Chakra kunai and what?
tilts, chakra
Yeah.
kunai, and buffers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and all of those aren't in.
What, while you're
connection.
getting guard pressured.
Yeah, I can tilt out of it with Nagato.
How are you
Mizune,
guard
boom.
pressured? How you said no? You said what's it called? Buffers.
Yeah,
Is it
so
buffering?
you said how am
like
I
a
gonna?
juicy buffer.
You said how am I gonna use that all those options in guard pressure? Tilt and chakra
Yeah.
kunai can be used during guard pressure.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you said no. You said buffering. That's why I was like, so something I don't know. So this is my point. That I was saying earlier, right? Tilt is free. A support is not.
Yeah.
Right? So, and this is why I've always said that Connections is a game of resources, right? I think this game highlights that more than Storm 4.
100%.
Personally,
100%.
because I said this game is a game of resources. Like you said, you can tilt out of pressure. At the very most of you using it is you're going to use a half a support gauge to switch. And the only reason why we don't use supports at how we use them for is because switching cost too little. You had 4 that you could just lace off back to back, and then you didn't have to wait for. Put it this way, yeah. Put it this way. What if, right? And entertain me, chat and E, right? What if you could lace off 4, right? But for you to start switching again, you had to get the whole support gauge back, not half.
That would feel so slow. It would slow down the pace of the game.
But you get 4 switches though.
No, it would slow down the pace of the game.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
no,
like
I agree it was slow. But if it was like that, I would be more okay, maybe, right? I'd be like, okay, maybe. See, Grosh said that would be boring, and that is my point. I love how people prove my point. Storm 4 is more fun. It's a more fun game.
Yeah,
Your dopamine
100%.
comes off. Like, it's
100%.
more fun. You're pressing
100%.
a lot of buttons,
100%.
right? But if you're somebody like me, where for me it's more the mental stack that I like, I'm gonna find this more fun because it's like, okay, he has to be patient because he does up. He does up. If he goes in right now, he does up. So he has to. How's he gonna mind game him to waste he done? That's a fundamental.
So you enjoy the resource management aspect of connections, basically.
Yeah, but also the mental game behind it. Oh, he does up. You can't like. How am I gonna deal? How's he gonna deal with that? When Storm 4, I don't know if you lot play fighting games. Do you know what option select means or no?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what option select means? Buffering option selects things. As soon as you buffer, it covers all options. You don't have to. There's no anything. You just buffer.
See, I
You just
disagree with
buffer,
that
and it covers
argument.
everything.
The reason
If you
why I disagree,
if you sub,
yeah,
you get sub trapped. If you block, you get
I
guard
disagree.
pressure.
Because
If
if
you
you're
get
doing
it-
that, if you're doing
Go
that
on.
with PTS Sasuke, that's not happening. So if you're talking about buffers option selecting, you got
Yeah, but just because there's
the
better.
jutsu.
Yeah, but that's in everything. Then I can say that mashing's not that bad because there's people with bad mashing.
Okay, fair.
That doesn't take away that aspect is what I'm trying to say. Like I hear what you're saying. Some characters are gonna be better than others, but that's like me saying, "Oh, mashing's not that bad." Because if I pick PTS Choji, it's like, do you know what I mean? Like that's my point. So for me, what is what I'm saying it is right is that there are so many characters where again, if you block, you're in bits. If you try to move, you get hit. If you try and sub, you get sub trapped. Like it does the work for you. Like, and that's why, and I've seen it, and I've seen it so many times. I spoke to people because, as you know, I teach a lot of people, and I've told them, right, don't buffer and see what happens. And they can't play the game. Do you know what neutral is? No. Do you know what no? Do you know how that you can do this? These are basic things I'm saying, and because they're focusing on, oh no, but I learned all this tech. That's what people like to say. Oh, I've learned all this tech though. Oh, this tech that I've learned, and I've learned all this tech and all this, and that's how they play. It's not because of fundamentals here. So the fact that you can get to a high level and you don't know fundamentals, what does that say? What does that say?
Yeah, I do feel like I agree with you. Obviously, buffering in Stormfall is too strong. It should cost a resource. That's why Playco's made the changes that he's made, along with the dev team in Evo. Like it's definitely 2-3. 100% agree with you. My main point
Because
is
that's my thing. Go on.
now. My main point is one. Even though there's horse, like Trey said, and he put up beautifully, Yugito, Neji. What's it called? Kakashi, Nagato, all the horsemen of Mashes, Danzo as well. Trey, amazing. But the reason why it doesn't aggravate me personally in Stormfall is because I've got counters. I've got things to do. I can use my chakra kunai. I can use my tilts. I can use my buffers. I can use my movement to what's it called? Ninja move kunai. All options that I don't have in connections, unfortunately. That's why for me, mashing in connections is more annoying because I have less options.
Yeah, but that's why I said that in this game you get punished for resource management. In Storm 4, there are so many things that are free and you're always safe. There's free stuff and you're always safe. In this game, everything costs. If you have poor sub management, you're getting punished. If you have poor support management, you're getting punished. If you have poor chakra management, you're getting punished. In Storm 4, you can have poor sub management and you've got a million ways of getting out of it. You can have poor chakra management. You get free. All you need is a little bit of chakra, just a little bit, and then you can play. You can play the game again because now chakra dashes are free, which means your chakra bar is only going up. Now jutsus are free. So now that you have enough for one jutsu, you can now play off of so many jutsus, even though you have enough for one. Like, there's so many things that are free in Storm 4 that you don't need to have good resource management. In the connections, you will get punished for having bad resource management, and that's why people lose to people that they shouldn't, because they have poor resource management. They go, well, how did I lose to this
That's
person?
true.
And how did I lose to this person, but I'm so much better, and they just picked up the game, or this game's bad. No, it's because your resource management is terrible, because you're used to Storm 4. I was the same. When I hopped onto this game, I was listening to people left, right, and center, and I'm thinking, why am I losing? And it's because my resource management was terrible. My resource management was terrible. That's why you lose to people that you don't know. As soon as even you, right? When you now, when I see your gameplay now to when you started, your resource management is elite now. That's why you're so much better.
Yeah, it's true.
That's why you're so much better now than you was before. Before, when you was losing, you was just there like, oh, why, same thing. Your resource management came better. Now look, how many times do you abuse Asuma now? Now, do you see what I'm saying? Compared to before, this game teaches you fundamentals that you don't learn in Storm 4. And again, I'm not saying that fundamentals don't exist in Storm 4. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. E has displayed fundamentals in Storm 4 to a T. I've displayed it. Poison's displayed it. iPal's displayed it. There are people that have displayed it. I'm not saying, right, that it doesn't exist. I just think that it is more prominent in Storm connections, personally.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Like,
That's all I'm
definitely
saying.
teaches you resource management. Troll, I'm gonna address some of the questions in the chat quickly, so you guys don't feel like we're ignoring you.
Yeah, go for it.
Troll and Playco said all I see is Sage mode Kabuto support. I feel like that's more of a community issue than a game issue, though.
Yeah.
Because like a lot
I
of
think he's
people don't-
overrated.
I feel like a lot of people don't like exploring the roster. They like picking the easy supports and winning. So I feel like that's more of a community issue than a game issue. But I do agree with you. Like, Sage Kabuto is the most picked support in the competitive currently. AJ said, I see Sage Kabuto, but I see a lot more different mains. But I agree, the meta encourages similar supports. In Storm 4, I saw Danzo Hashirama on most teams. Yeah, Danzo Hashirama, 6+ Madara, last Naruto. Yeah, but that goes with all fighting games. Everyone picks the top tiers and doesn't really
That's just how it
vary
goes.
their teams, unless you've got players like Sawada or Poison or myself or Playco that actually go out their way to pick unique teams. Only big mechanical issue of S4 is being able to quickly switch after countering. I don't feel like that's a problem, but I feel like they
I
should
think
just
it is a
limit.
problem.
I feel like they should limit it to one. You shouldn't be able to counter switch, counter switch, counter switch. That's ridiculous.
But I
But
feel like
one-
if you counter, it should either be you get rewarded or you get punished.
Fairs.
That's
Like
just what I believe. Yeah, and that's again, that could just be my Tekken brain, because counter is the equivalent to like a parry or a power crush. It's like a power crush being safe or a parry being not punished. It's like if you're using a counter mechanic, I feel like you should get punished if you get the wrong read. Just
Storm
me
4
personally.
literally has more variety, no rules. I disagree with that. There was a
I'm not
specific
even.
reason.
I don't even need to speak.
There's a specific reason why you saw me move away from hosting no rules. It's because every time I hosted it,
It's unplayable, bro. It's
like
literally
dash cut,
unplayable.
dash cut, dash cut,
Bro,
dash
it's
cut, all the
literally
same 5 characters.
Don't even get me started.
That's why whenever I did like a world tournament or an actual tournament, it was always in rules, because the variety was so limited in no rules. Because
And
even if
also-
you see it
Sorry,
at
go
the
on.
beginning, yeah, when people feel like they're gonna lose, they go straight to dash cut or straight to Kaguya
Yeah.
or straight to 6+ Madara.
And also, Storm Connections, that's going back to like the core game, offers you more tools in terms of core stuff. We don't tell me apart from E, and E mostly does this as a flex tool. No one grabs. Who grabs in Storm 4? Really?
I can't lie, I feel like low key I popularized grabbing in Storm 4.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
Storm
saying.
flex.
But again, you did it for a flex.
Yeah.
There's no real reason to grab in Storm 4, let's be honest. Watch any competitive set, there's no real reason. Maybe if you're a pocket player, right?
Yeah.
But unless you're like a specific character, Ino, Hanzo, what's his name? Alive Hashirama, right? Because I love a live Hashirama grab, right? But there's no real reason to grab. What do? They buff grabs. Now guess what we're reducing? Grabs. It's simple as it's literally simple as dash cut. We will never see Guy, never see Choji, never see Yamato. Why? Because dash cut was so dumb. Dash cut's not a problem in this game. Awakening, less of a problem in this game.
You said that a lot of tournaments on connections had rules. I don't feel like connections currently in its current state needs rules. Obviously,
Doesn't
you
need
can
any.
implement rules to increase character variety, but like it's not like Storm 4 where it needs rules to be played competitively.
Every game is going to have a meta. Even if you add rules, they will just be a meta still. Every game is going to have a meta. The whole point of adding in rules is stuff where you're literally going against the game. Do you see what I'm saying? Sub banking, as just as a thing defeats the whole game, because the whole point of the game, right, is to take away the subs to then get your big boy damage. As soon as you add in sub banking, you've earned the subs takeaway for nothing, because now you can never get a combo. Now there's no punish now. Do you see what I'm saying? There's no punish. Again, another one, Infinite Awakening. That's like having you're playing this cracked out version where you're going to be so overwhelmingly aggressive at all times.
Oh, Ruli, you were talking about the overall course of connections. Yeah, Kaguya and Tamari needed to get banned. They were in their own tier. 100% they needed to get banned. That's why I banned them. They were too much. Like,
But
obviously
now or
previous...
before? But before, yeah.
Before.
Now I don't think so.
Yeah, but now. I was talking about now, but you were talking about before.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, no one actually sub-banked. In no rules, people sub-banked.
And you can't,
100%.
And you can sub bank by accident.
Like, trust me, like, you don't, like, if you saw how sweaty the no rules first to 10 got, especially because we were doing high stakes money matches, people would pull out sub banking, people would pull out, you know when you dash and sub at the same time, you get a free sub? People would pull out disgusting
free
tech.
sub, I didn't even talk about free sub. I didn't even talk about that. Bro, literally, I saw someone, right, and I told him, oh, just play without using sub banking. You know, you couldn't do it because his sub management was so bad. He couldn't do it. He said, no, I have to, and then he did the one, and I said, bro, this is not skill. This is because of your poor sub management. You're relying on sub banking to get your wins. How is that? How does that display skill? How? That's why I said that in this game, I just feel like this game rewards smarter players. I just feel that way. Whereas I feel like Stormfall rewards more techie players. That's just how I feel. I'm not, and again, Stormfall, as much as I'm talking about this, I enjoy Stormfall. Like, it's fun. I do enjoy it. There's a lot of setups that I found, a lot of stuff. It's fun. But I just feel like smarter players do better in Storm connections, and people struggle to adapt because of pride.
Wait, Rudy,
what? I'm losing? How?
I didn't.
This game sucks.
A week ago. I haven't hosted a tournament in a while. Because you said the TV2 tournament a week ago, E had PTS Naruto and Usher banned. I wouldn't ban PTS Naruto or Usher. I don't view them as broken. Because PTS Naruto is literally MASH and higher tracking jutsu. I don't think that's ban worthy. And then Usher, the cooldown has been increased. He's only a problem if you play him as main.
Oh yeah, TG. There's this player called TGT, and he's hosting a tournament.
Have you got the link for it?
Tournament? Not now. He will be hosting it.
Yeah. But Ruli said a TV2 tournament a week ago.
Yeah, but I think there's multiple, I believe, because Ramen and Henry are in the team and they're doing it. So that's why I'm teaching Henry now.
What makes PTS Naruto deadly was the actual assist to cover his butt. Yeah, his mash combined with his assist, that one makes him deadly. Yeah. PTS Naruto ain't all that. Yeah, I don't think he's ban worthy, but obviously people find him annoying, and that annoyance makes them ban the character, especially if they don't know the counters. Wait, I'm confused. What do you mean about technical versus smart players? So for you to manage your resources, you need to be a smart player. How can I say this politely? But basically, RJ was saying Stormfall's for technical players, so players that like mastering a lot of tech. So you know.
Yeah, you know, like those, like those quick players you see, like stylers, like they're good at buffering. They can jump in the air and do a buffer there. You know, they're adding in like layers of sub trap with the tech. They're playing at, you know, the speed that they're playing at, right? Like, you know, they're good with the switching. There's more tech stuff, right? Like they're good at involving tech within their gameplay. You can do that in this game, by the way. I fought this Minotaur, I don't know, I wish I saved it, but I fought this Minotaur player, right? This was like what 2 days ago now, bro. That's how he was playing me in this game. It's just less. It's just more punish. It's just how I explain it. It's more punishing because you can't switch as much.
Switching is better than calling supports in terms of skill. I agree, but RJ will say switching is free. Just calling supports in connections, you got to manage your resources. But I find switching more fun, personally.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but one thing I wanted to touch on is Dom. There were like 3 ways. I think Playco knows all the ways. But as far as I know, there was 3 ways to sub bank. You know, dashing and subbing at the same time, or doing an action and subbing at the same time would get you a free sub. Then there was obviously the cover fire sub banking, and then there was the switching
The
sub
grab
banking
one as well.
and the grab one as well. Yeah, there was too many.
Team armor jutsu one.
Yeah, so what? That's like 5. Jeez Louise. You said here's a question: does it take more skill to do the Stormfall tech than connections? Yeah, connections doesn't really have tech.
Connections doesn't really have tech.
Like what tech is there?
Yeah, Connections doesn't really have tech.
Tekken connections is dash and mash. Pretty much. There's no specific connections tech. Apart from that air combo cancel that the French players found. You know when you end your air combo prematurely? That's what I saw. Connections doesn't need tech either, yeah, because it's a simpler game. Doesn't need tech.
It's funny because we asked this question ages ago. We said a lot of people were complaining about Stormfall, which I find funny, by the way, because a lot of people now are making switch ups, right? A lot of people hated Stormfall.
Legit.
So Stormfall was terrible, terrible game.
Legit.
Now Stormfall is the God's grace, right?
Legit.
But anyways, we asked this question ages ago. Me, Ian, and Poison on a podcast asked this question. We said,
Sorry, I'm laughing at Grosh. His comment.
We said, do we think that, you know how people are saying, oh, we should take away this, take away that, because this is broken, all the rest of it. But we said, okay, but if you take away the glitches in the Stormfall, would people still enjoy it as much?
It depends what you class as a glitch, because obviously some people would say it's unintended mechanics in the game, such as buffering. But if it was unintended,
I think buffering was intended.
I think if buffering was unintended, they would have patched it out, but they patched it out and put it back in, so it was intended.
So when I say that, so okay, let me elaborate then, because we spoke about this as well, so I elaborate, right? Buffering, first of all, is intended because what was unintended is when, as at the start of the game, where you could buffer a whole combo and you could buffer Ninja Mukunai, and then they changed it, so now it actually shows you when your character isn't active because they kind of darken it, like they kind of grey it out, right? Whereas you can grab buffer in connections, you just can't jutsu buffer.
Yeah, the only thing that got taken out.
You can still buff. Yeah, that's you can still do all the other ones. It's just you can't jutsu buffer. But what's it? I said so. If you jutsu switch, it will take chakra. Right. So there's no free chakra usage. If you're using chakra, it's taking chakra. So even if you buffer, chakra is being used. Right. That is
I
all
wouldn't
being
count
used.
it as a buffer, because like as soon as you, like Trey said, as soon as you do the jutsu, the action, the animation ends, so it's not buffering.
No, it's not a buffer. No, you can't. You physically cannot jutsu buffer in connections because in Storm 4, the jutsu would always happen after the animation of the move. That's why you got the buffer. In connections, it prioritizes the jutsu. So if you're mid animation and you do a jutsu, the jutsu will cancel the mash and do the jutsu. So you physically cannot jutsu buffer in connections. Like, it's impossible. It can't happen.
Yeah, Death 10 is over. To answer your questions then, does it take more skill to do the S4 tech than connections tech? I can't answer that question because connections has no tech.
It's incomparable.
Yeah, connections
It's
doesn't have tech.
because it's two different. It's like asking me, who's smarter, somebody who's a mathematic genius or someone who knows English everywhere. It's two different smarts. Like, it's not the same thing. Tech is difficult and should be respected by the people who mastered tech. That's why I said I'm not taking anything away from anyone. Tech is not, to master tech on that level is difficult. and should be respected. My thing is, which is where it irritates me, is when people invalidate Storm Connections as a difficult game. It's difficult on a fundamental level because you have to manage your resources, because you have to be aware of what your opponent has up, because you have to do all those things. It's more mental. It's not as techy. It's just you play on a fundamental level.
Wait, Zen, what's your question? Because I see you going back and forth in the chat. What's your buffer question? Why people act like you have infinite chakra in Stormfall? That's how I know you don't have any idea what you're talking about. A lot of the casuals feel like it's that way because they haven't played Stormfall at the highest level. But
See, that doesn't make sense. You're gone. Sorry,
but
not you.
Jutsu buffering is definitely free though. Like free in terms of chakra, not free in terms of like you don't need to use a switch. When people say stuff like that, I've never played Stormfall. Yeah, literally.
He said, Troll said, you realize using supports literally gives you a free jutsu too. It doesn't have any setup. It's not free. You just use the support gauge.
That as well, yeah.
Like it's not free. Nothing in Storm Connections is free. What is free? The only thing that was free before was counter, and now it's not.
There's buffers in connections, and people choose not to do it because it's not a jutsu buffer. Yeah, that's true. Then that is true. A lot of people don't use the combo buffer or the grab buffer. So yeah, or the like what's it called? The air dash buffer.
What do you mean it's not free in Storm 4? Tilts cost nothing. Jutsu switch costs nothing. Buffering costs half a support gauge. What do you mean? Of course there's free stuff in Storm 4.
No, so with buffering, obviously it costs a switch resource, half a switch bar, but it doesn't cost any.
Exactly, that costs literally no chakra.
Yeah, but I agree with what Troll's saying. Like, jutsu buffering isn't free because it costs a switch resource.
And that is my point, Troll. Our point is that half of a chakra gauge, considering what buffering gives, is not the same equate. It costs no chakra.
You mean half a switch gauge or half?
Yeah, half a switch gauge. Sorry. Yeah. Put it this way. Okay, put it this way. If you want to go there, right? Put it this way. If you buffered and it took a whole support gauge, then I'd say fair enough.
Ooh, Besley has a good point. Besley, I like your point. I'm gonna pin it real quick. So setting up a buffer or jutsu switch is harder than just calling your support and dashing your opponent.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Well said, Besley.
But that's why
you need to come to the chat more, man. Why are you hiding?
But my point was, and this again invalidates my point. My point is, right, is that Storm 4, actually no, let me make this point first before I make the other one. Storm 4, execution wise, is a harder game. I've always said this, by the way, this isn't, he can vouch. Storm 4, picking up the controller and playing, having to input things, is a harder game. That doesn't mean the whole game is a harder game. Mental stack, which is a very big factor, and the higher level you go in anything you do, is the more, put it this way, in the highest level of play, right, Boro, right now, is the best NA player, purely because of his mentally. That's it. That's the only reason. Because everybody can, at that level of play, everyone could do what everyone can do. Do you see what I'm saying? Everybody can, Jeremy, it's the same. The only difference is the mental, right? Because everyone can buffer in Storm, everyone can buffer, everyone can abuse the Awakening with, everyone can do what each other knows how to do. They all have the skill to do it. What deters top players is how they play, the choices they make, the decisions they make. That is what affects it. What I'm saying is that in Storm Connections, it is a harder game to pick up the controller, and in terms of execution, the execution is harder. Yes, 100%. I will never take that away from Storm 4. The execution is harder. In Storm Connections, what is harder is the decision making. Is you have to be aware. The resource management is more mental. It's more mental. And again, I'm not saying that Stormfall doesn't have mental difficulty. I'm saying that it is more prominent in Storm Connections. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Wolfman, you made a good point. So you said combo buffers and grab buffers isn't rewarding. You're wasting a whole support. So it's rewarding, but it isn't rewarding as, jutsu buffers. Because obviously, when you jutsu buffer, you can control wake up pressure area.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's valid, by the way, Playco. Because I disagree with that. All. Sorry.
So you control the neutral, and then you control the wake up pressure area. Obviously, and as RJ has said multiple times, when you control the neutral, you control the game, and when you control the game, you win. But I would say combo buffering is still very viable because if you're using it with S3 Madara, you can poke. And then if you're using it to set up a sub trap, it's very useful as well. Because when you sub a combo buffer, you sub in the same place and you can use that for a sub trap setup. So it's still rewarding, but obviously it isn't as rewarding as jutsu buffers.
Playco made a good point, which is something that I also agree with towards connections. The one thing that I think is the biggest BS on connections is the fact that when you get your full storm gauge, it gives you your supports back. That needs to go.
That's ridiculous. You know what they could
That
do?
needs to go.
It could
That
give
needs
you
to go.
half, but it's so newbie.
I think it shouldn't give you anything, personally.
Yeah,
I generally don't think. I think it should just activate the support types, and yeah, no, that's literally it.
You see what Troll said? He said W. Oh man.
Look, it's true. I'm not biased. I know what this game's flaws are, and I know what Stormfall's flaws are. They should not give you back a full support gauge when it goes up. That needs to go away. That needs to leave. If you get your full storm gauge, it should not give you your supports back.
Band Dog said, but the most part of the video games is execution because that's the whole point of playing interactive games. The mental aspect is connection, redeeming quality. It sounds like a mid game. I agree with you saying connection execution is like a very core part of enjoying video games. I agree with you on that one. Getting full support thrown in your face within 5 seconds is so nice. Yeah, sure.
It's long. Yeah,
especially when it's meta support. It's dumb. It's so dumb.
Imagine I'm picking Tail Beast from Naruto. I use Tail Beast from Naruto. Then I've got like Ashura. I throw Ashura at you, and then my support gauge pops off, and I get it again. Yeah, safe. Yeah, safe. Because you know what's coming. Because you know I'm doing it again.
I agree with that. RJ,
but that's why
that's actually making me think better. Come on.
But that's what I'm saying though for me, and he's thinking about both sides, even though I know me and his opinion is never gonna change. Like we're always gonna have our opinions with your opinions, right? But my thing is that for those of you who are strongly, like I would say, older schooled as well, right? Grew up in Storm 4, literally just think open-minded for a second and actually listen to what I'm saying. Because I know he's listening to what I'm saying. He just, you know what I mean? And he's hearing it. It's just more his preference, which is fine.
So Bestly said, Stormfall has more mental stack. You have to worry about support type, dash cut. You have to worry about your opponent's storm gauge, awakening. You have to worry about the tilt your opponent is doing while pressing, while guarding them. Yeah. I can agree with that, Bestly. That's a lot you have to consider because there's so many mechanics that your opponent can use. But that's at the higher levels. Obviously, it's not as applicable on the casual levels. Oh, Shin, thank you for that.
So, what would you add to Stormfall what would you... let me reword this. What would you add to Stormfall? What would you add to Storm Connections? What could Storm Connections add for you to like Storm Connections more than Stormfall?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't think it could do anything to make me like it more than Stormfall just because it's fundamentally built different than Stormfall. If I'm being honest. Yeah, if I'm being truthfully honest. Because if I was to answer your question, I would just say make it Stormfall in a nutshell. I'd say add Kunai Ninja move, add tilts. But I guess to answer your question, like what I like that they've changed from Stormfall is the crumples and obviously being able to use two jutsus on one character. That's amazing. So if they did a thing where we kept the tilts and they literally gave every character a new jutsu. So we got two jutsus to play with, and then
Mm.
obviously keep buffering, but obviously make it cost chakra. It can't be free. That's too much.
Mm.
Um, and then obviously everything else that we liked from Storm 4. So how the lobbies didn't break.
Mm.
You know what? Do you remember in Storm 3 where like if you picked a room, yeah, and it was full, you could just pick another room straight away?
If you picked a room, oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, add that as well, and I feel like it'd be the greatest Storm.
So if they added in tilts, obviously fixed lobbies,
Mm.
and was that it?
Well, that's pretty much it. That doesn't really require much.
And that what you feel like you would like Storm connections more for that reason.
Yeah, and bring back winning the dash clash. I miss that mechanic, man.
That's funny.
Honestly, I actually do. Because it took a bit of skill. Obviously, like, in some situations it was overused, but I'd rather it be
Mm.
here than not be here, you know?
What I think, what for me, what I feel like they should do, what I feel like they should do is make it so no, you can't combo after any jutsu.
Yeah.
Um, if they make it so you can't combo after any jutsu again, or less, I feel like they take the same principle with grabs that they do for jutsus. So if a jutsu does low damage, you can combo after. But if a jutsu does high damage, you can't combo after.
Yeah, that'd be a good way to balance it, actually.
I feel like if they did like similar to how they do grabs, I feel like that's what I would like it more if they did that too.
Jump. That's all I want you to do. Oh, wait, it's chat. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to that. I'm sorry. I don't know if anyone added anything else. There's way more than what makes a support broken than just damage. Yeah, hitbox.
Yeah, of
Stun.
course. I mean, nobody said there wasn't.
Yep. Yep, dash in. All supports are to be broken in connections. No, I disagree. I don't think all supports are broken. I disagree with that take. Hey, the Queen bag got him.
Every time I say something good about Storm 4, everyone agrees. Every time, everything else, everyone disagrees. So is there nothing bad about Storm 4? Is Storm 4 just the good everything?
That's how it is, sorry. This guy's a runner and a track star. Yes. Oops, that jutsu a bit too early.
When did you start using Jiraiya? Because you never used Jiraiya before.
You know what? He's actually just a fun character to use. That's the only reason why I use him.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That's literally the only reason why I use
It
him.
seems like normal Jiraiya just he has range now. To
You
me
know
at
what?
least.
His first hit is really bad, lol. Get sprayed. But his first hit is really bad. I wish they just sped him up and then he'd be competitively viable. But apparently Sakura from NA has been making him look OP. This guy is just a jutsu spammer. See, these are the kind of playstyles that are boring to face in connections. Beatable, but very boring to play. How did that still hit me? I switched. That data supports.
Gotta love it.
Oh, and Jiraiya missed for no reason.
Alright, 1 second.
In my opinion, Stormfall was near perfect. It just needed a few tweaks and it would have been 10-10. But with connections, they took a whole new direction. So that's that. Yeah. You just needed patches, bro. Like the patches that we got for connections. That's all it needed, bro. Wow, so it skipped my input. That damage is peak. I feel like that should have hit data. That's funny, that worked. Let's get. Oh, big boy Jiraiya awakening. Yeah, I misused it. Went for the awakening action instead of damage. That was my bad. I think I've said it a million times already, but if they bring back Kunai Ninja Move and make guard health fighters full, it could save the game. All that slowing down to support cooldown. It's only a band-aid fix. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. I feel like they really need to get in touch with their fans before they start making S5. I agree. Like, the surveys that they were doing were really good, though. Like, the surveys and the patches that they've done for the connections is really good. So that's why I've been always saying, if they did the same patches, same level of patches, for, can you switch? For, Stormfall, it would have been good. This guy is a jutsu spammer. Oh my gosh. Okay, my guard break was just like, no. Yes, go. Jiraiya, thank you. No. Reset opportunity. How did the Boruto not clash with that? He's something. He grabbed me. Hate it. That trucking? Yes. Yes, Jiraiya, thank you for saving me. 60 frames per second makes connections way better. I agree. Noob friendly is because it's wait, if it's noob friendly because it's more balanced than your broken Stormfall game. Yeah, but why would you want the game to be more noob friendly? Like, look at the guy that I'm playing now. Like, I'm definitely better than him, but that jutsu's doing so much work. It's doing so much work because there's less mechanics for me to play with as a skilled player. Therefore, the skill gap is lower. That data or support, man. Connections has a lot of easy mode characters, yeah. Like the one this guy's currently using, I agree. Jeez Louise, why is it stuttering though? Alright, I'm gonna play neutral a bit. Yep. Right, why does that have frame 1 armor? I get mixed. Why does that have frame 1 armor? It's so annoying. And it can only be bleeding by a blue dash, and obviously I don't have blue dash all the time. Boruto, why did you miss? That's not what I need. Yeah, thank you, man. That was such a that was such a great move by you. Like you're such an amazing player. You're done. Oh my days, brother. He keeps the bro. How many times has this man been saved by supports? I've had him on the ropes. Nah. How many times has this man been saved by supports? Oh my gosh, jeez Louise. It's it as well. I didn't mean to air dash. That was my bad. Bro, Boruto, why did you miss? This man misses point blank, bro. Yep. God. Well done, bro. Well done, man. You did well. Not sure if bomb ball works too. It works sometimes, but you have to throw it when they're vulnerable. You said the game is so bad, no one bothered to make a mod. Ouch. 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 But yeah, that Raikage jutsu shouldn't be frame 1. Shouldn't have frame 1 armor. It reminded me of the early days of Connections. That's ridiculous. I feel like what makes a good game is a good ratio of effort to reward. I agree. A game like Connections requires less effort to make the game balanced. They reduce the reward. Damage scaling. That is not fun. Mm. Connections better than Evil? Whoa. Raikage jutsu can be stopped by a tag? Okay. Oh, I don't even have a tag. Never mind. You Boruto, you came in clutch. Thank you, bro. I don't know why he did that. I think he tried to go for a reset. Oh, I didn't do that. Jeez Louise, bro. It's too safe, man. Oh my days. How did the grab didn't touch me? Nah, G. The grab didn't touch me. Connections is great. Bro, so you dropped the combo for what? Explain yourself. Oh, why do you still track me? Alright, GG. Gatekeeping is boring. Open the gates. Gatekeeping for what? Huh? The grab touched your feet? No, literally though. Literally, bro. This is exactly what I mean, E. Oh, how do you mean? You said fundamentals. Say no more. Oh, this guy's laggy. Netflix ain't got nothing to watch. Fire Force is decent. That's not too bad. I'll say it's a decent watch. Brother, Kabuto shoots. Oi. What kind of hitbox is that? This guy just keeps throwing out the Maserati. That's crazy. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. But I'm back. Someone said I got what? But yeah, I definitely recommend Blue Lock as a sports anime to watch. 100% agree. You guys e-messaged me on Discord. He's speedrunning Minecraft. Phil said we back. Yes, you back, man. Thank you for waiting. So I'll play a couple of my matches and then I need to do some training with Jet. So I'll play for like another 15 more minutes. Well, thank you for waiting. I need someone to make an online mod for... I hear online mods are pretty difficult to make. Yeah, Mystic goes to safe was like, nah, that's crazy. You said I was taking a dump? All these theories are crazy. Agent Sonic said you made me laugh. Again? The same guy again? Come on, man. I wanna face the Raikage. I need to learn the matchup. I wonder if you can counter after he does the jutsu and air dashes. Hajime no Ippo's the goat. Hajime no Ippo, Crocodile Basket, Blue Lock, and Haikyuu. I counted, but the input was like Naji. Here we go. Right. Oh yeah. This is interesting. That was my bad. I shouldn't have air dashed. Could have won that, but I air dashed. That's my bad. You can see the mini saying picking on the mod. Yay. Oh my days. Try to do a spark dash. I couldn't do a jutsu after subbing his jutsu. That's big. It reached me from up there. That's crazy. Now we won the match, don't worry, Sky Blue, we won the match. Well, we won the round, sorry. I jump cancelled and it didn't do anything. My inputs are getting skipped because when you get hit by puppets, sometimes your inputs get skipped. Like there, I threw a shuriken, but it didn't do anything. Let's go. We adapted. You're done. You're done. We adapted. Thank you for the thank you. I like how you like your reset. We adapted. But bro, this team is so weak against puppets. Like I really have to play neutral because I don't really have an assist to cover my approach. Man said he left. Oh, okay. Well, we adapted. Oh my days. That's one annoying thing about puppets is that sometimes when they hit you, it will skip your next input for the next 2 seconds because their hit stun is kind of disgusting. But we managed to adapt. Wonder if RJ's still in the party. Let's see. No, he's not. Oh. I want to see a new E team low key. Say no. It's the Don Pablo guy again. How do you know? It's the BB system that bugs me. Yeah, you fight so hard for so, little. Why do you think Choji is the best Naruto character? Whoa, who said Choji is the best Naruto character? Is that what you think? Wait, so when you block the annoying players, Sonic, do they not appear when you search them on ranked? Hey, B Masha, the Canon Black team. I don't really like sparking, but their rank system is good. It's good, but it's too easy to get to the max rank, I feel. So it doesn't feel rewarding. Let's go. I'm surprised Naruto didn't get him. Nice, I did the guard break too early. Jiraiya, where you going? He was right there. Oh, that was a nice sub trap setup. Jiraiya, man, you're really letting the team down, bro. He missed twice. That's the bad thing about this team. Like, my dash missed. Okay. Oh my gosh. I was on the floor, I swear. So I was on the floor, man. You try God. I subbed. And the game didn't rush out. Brother, I subbed. The game was like, you didn't though. I just need to dry to not miss. That's all I need. I didn't do a jutsu. I did a dash. It is well. You tried it. Oh yeah, skip my input. See, I tried to do a dash earlier and I got a spark dash. Brother, I jumped. Oi. B mash are literally sub mashes. Yeah, there wasn't much I could do because the game was skipping my inputs. So yeah. But what up next match? The game was skipping it. Was skipping it. Raise Jaya for Sasuke. He has much better Chidori than Rasengan. As in like Kirin Sasuke? Jutsu. Oh. Yeah. Alright, you should just use more shuriken against this guy. He just smashing. Yeah, we can do that. Yo, you see how active that hitbox is? Alright, we got it. Nice patience. Did he give up? Yeah, he stopped playing. Oh, Booba, I didn't see your message, but welcome to the stream. Did you say something earlier? Wait, yeah, I don't see your earlier comment. But welcome. You said Mr. E's getting too popular, the fame is getting to him. Oh my days. There you go, we got it. Did he just stop playing only because it's you? Has that ever happened to you, Sonic? I don't know why he stopped playing. I asked you how I get you to coach me. Oh, that was your question. Okay, my bad. I read it wrong. My bad, my bad. But yeah, you can just message me on Discord, Air Force _E, and then basically you will just tell me like if there's a particular player you want to play like, let me know. Or if there's a particular skill you want to learn, you can let me know as well. But yeah, default is correct. Is Jet still in the chat? Hopefully, yeah, but I can message him on Discord. Who wants to play like me for real? I mean, Sarasa, you're not a bad player, all things considered, man. You be holding your own out there. Why did he dash into it? That sub traps out? Yeah, that was peak. Yeah, that's peak. Downloading Discord right now. Hey, man, guy. But guys, did you see that? Did you guys see that first round? Did you guys see that first round? Can't say we didn't cook, man. The sub trap setups as well. Yeah, that unblockable catches me. Yep. Wow. Oh, nice guard break. That was clean. Nice patience. Oh, blue dash. Yeah, they fought already. It was over a while ago. I had to save myself from... It's done. I think 10-8. It wasn't 10-0. E down to play around 11-ish, 10:45-ish. Yeah, I should be available. E sees that setup, but not the color. No, that's funny. You said I got PR training. It takes a certain player for me to honor your AFK. Yeah, I agree. I want to see you build a team with around Takasasuke low key. I can use what's it called? Sean's team. Sure, Takasasuke. Who would you recommend me to use? But I can build one for sure. Let's try. Let's try a cannon team, yeah. You said Choji. Are they to use Mifune again? But he's not good in this game. Why do you want to use me? Why do you want me to use someone that's not good? Tenten adult best character in the game. Since when? Momoshiki would be good with Takasasuke, to be honest. His second jutsu gets you out of combos. What, Amaterasu? Oh, Mifune's, yeah, he does, you're right. Very good combo escape tool. And that's for our priority over certain jutsus as well. You are very correct. Oh, it doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to find anyone. But let's see. Okay, I mean, I'm finding people, but I just can't join them. Which is interesting. Okay, we found someone. Interesting team. Maybe he's AFK because he's not readying up. I don't know. Okay, you readied up, never mind. Aijin! See, nice switch to avoid the debuff. So with Takasasuke, you mainly want to play around his mash and Chidori because it's really good. Oh, that Chakra Dash cancel would have worked. Yeah, that Mecha Naruto, very good when it comes to sub traps. Oh, nice shuriken into Jutsu. Oh, he got me on the guard manipulation. Nice. Nice pick up. I think that's a reset. If he does another jutsu. Yeah, it is a reset. And that Hagoromo ripen up my supports. Very nice. Yeah, that speed dash caught him off guard. This guy's no switch tech. Yeah, man. He's good. Wait, how did that not hit? Oh. No, relax. Why did he ninja move backwards? Nice one. Yeah, this is 60 frames. Mr. E, are you a feminist? I am not a feminist. Nice mix. Mr. E, do you sleep with your socks or not off? The people need to know. It depends on the weather. Yeah, it just depends on the weather, to be honest. So obviously cold on, hot off. No, that switch tech maneuver did not work. Yeah. Oh, that should have hit, bro. That was a 6-up. Yeah. Oh, that should have hit. Yeah. I need to stop air dashing. Keep doing that too much. Peak. That's not what I meant to do. It's as well. Oh, it button locks. That's crazy. Do you think popular deserve rights in society? Yes or no? It's like these questions are very interesting, but yeah, why not? They're not, they're not the worst thing in the world. Mr. E, what's your Discord name? Air Force underscore E. So Air Force underscore E. That's my Discord name. Did you shower? Why would I shower with my clothes on? That's crazy. I don't know anyone that does that. That is not my second Discord. You said now I'm a Discordian. I like that. You said now that I'm a Discordian. What's your Discord name? I've officially arrived. Yeah, I was mashing way too much. See, that's someone that uses grab buffers. He can't convert OTG because he has no chakra. Now he can. But it makes him vulnerable, so I personally wouldn't recommend it. I wonder if that glitch is still in here. Really? You didn't convert? Come on, Orochimaru. Oh, nice grab. Guard breaks up. Orochimaru should have had his 8-headed form. I'll 100% agree. That should have been his awakening, to be honest. Oh, it's kind of starting to stutter now. That's interesting. Subbed. Nothing. I don't like trying to do them because most of the time it doesn't work. Doing what? Oh, grab buffers. I feel like grab buffers are easy input. If you can do combo buffers, you can do grab buffers. It's just dependent on the character's grab range. You sent a request? Amazing. Taka Sasuke was good in Gen, but they made him in the cinematic in S3 and Rev. Yeah, in Gen, you could mash his neutral combo and he would teleport towards his opponent. It was cool, man. I did sub twice. Oh, yeah. How did that not hit, bro? It went through his guard. Hello. Oh, no, no, I'm just quiet. I was just focusing. That's all. How did that miss? Honestly, no idea. Like, I genuinely don't know. Oh, does that hit? Does that stop Blue Dash? Maybe. Can't believe it still hit me even though I switched. That's crazy. Only on the right side the snake counts as a hit? Really? That feels kind of poor. Yeah, he didn't expect that Shackle Dash cancel. Zen Gaiji. Yeah, that active grab, very easy. Okay, there we go. Okay. Again, I subbed. The game was like, nah, you didn't. But GG's. Oh. Um, a paper of explosion. But GG's lads, thank you for coming through to the first to 10, the Storm 4 versus Storm Connection discussion, and a bit of ranked matches at the end. I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, and peace out.